Okay, I'm here with Tory Hunsaker, who's also a teacher at CECL, Center for English as a Second Language, at the University of Arizona. And Tory here is an ecotourist. So, Tory, what does that mean?
That means I choose to spend my vacations doing outdoor adventure-y things as opposed to maybe going to the beach or
Shopping in the big city.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't do any of that. Yeah. So
Okay.
so going to a destination where I can enjoy outdoors activities.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, I'm an ecotourist too. I tend to like to go to natural places and see the plants and animals that live there, and anything nature oriented is interesting to me. Okay, so we're going to talk about Tori's trip to Brazil.
Brazil, yes.
So why did you go to Brazil?
I went to Brazil because I was doing some work there. So I was already traveling to Brazil for work, and I wanted to add on some vacation time. And my first choice was to go to the Amazon rainforest for my vacation.
Awesome. I've been to the Amazon myself. Not in Brazil, but I used to live in Ecuador, and I've been to the Peruvian part of the Amazon too. And I just loved going there because there's so much wildlife there, and you just hear the birds and the insects and the noise and just the abundance of things that live there. And when you're going along the river, you can use binoculars to see the birds and the sloths and the trees and all that kind of stuff. So it's great. So what did you see in the Amazon?
We camped in the Amazon. So we took a canoe to a campsite that the campsite's established, but nothing else is. So we bring everything with us, and we were just alone by ourselves with, there were 4 tourists and then 2 guides with us. So what we did was we would go hiking every day for 4, 5, 6 hours each day, and we would just walk until I guess they wanted to stop walking. We walked a lot. The problem was I wasn't there in the best season, so we actually didn't see a lot of animals in the jungle during that visit.
Okay.
So we saw like a monkey in the tree far, far away, and you could just see,
Right, like the silhouette against the sky.
Yeah, nothing
right.
much. We saw some sloths, which is really, really special to see those in nature. Their numbers are decreasing, so that was really special. And then there's a reptile that lives there, the caiman or the caiman.
It's a type of crocodilian.
Yes.
Alligators and crocodiles are also crocodilian, so it's caiman, yeah.
Yeah. So those were easy to find.
Right.
And then they did some fishing, and we saw some piranhas, and we saw some other different kinds of fish.
Cool.
And then there's some iguanas.
But I recall you also saw a snake.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so tell me about that, because I love snakes.
We saw one green snake that was...
Green emerald tree boa, maybe. I'm guessing it's probably an emerald tree boa. Okay.
I'm sure you're right.
Okay.
That was when we were in the canoe, and it was just hanging off a branch or something like that. A lot of spiders, a lot of insects.
Right.
And the big thing there on that trip was doing night hikes. So we would wait until it was dark, and then they had the special flashlights, and then we would do some night hikes where you could see the spiders.
Oh, yeah.
And then those were big, because I had 3 scientists with me in that group, so they were all just really into it. So the spiders were big, and then you would like light up the eyes of like the caiman, at night.
Right, because they have reflective. What do you call it?
In their eyes, they have the lens.
Yeah.
If you shine the light a certain way, you can see that. But unfortunately, we didn't see too many animals because we were at the wrong time of year.
Okay. But you got to hear the sounds of the jungle.
Oh, yeah. So lots of birds, and the sounds at night were very scary. There are these things in the jungle called howler monkeys.
Oh, right.
And the first time...
Like that? Sound
it's
like
more
spirits.
like,
Oh.
it's like
Oh.
when you're trying to sleep and you're in a hammock and you're outside at night and there's nothing close to you and you hear a howler monkey. It sounds to me like a dinosaur is like coming to.
So your imagination
to eat you.
runs wild.
Yes.
As you're laying there in your tent.
Okay. So scary. And we also heard across the river, they told us it was across the river, there was a jaguar making some noises.
Oh, really? That's cool.
At night as well.
Wow.
But yeah, at night, that's when, your sense of hearing is really sharp and you don't want to hear.
And your imagination is sharp too.
Yeah. You don't want to hear the things that you're hearing.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, but in the morning, in the early morning, you wake up and you see the trees and the plants and the sounds of the birds, and you think, wow, this is really nice.
Yeah, really peaceful. Yeah. Really, really beautiful.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Tory.
Yeah.
Interesting talk about ecotourism.